Okay, welcome to Love Fart Night's channel. I've never played this game before. I don't know why I'm telling you that. Who cares? Anyway, click a button and it does something. Oh, installation 26% complete. Don't you just love it when you're like, oh, it's been installed. You open the game and then the game tells you, oh, no, but we have more to install. Yeah, maybe I'll just, while we're waiting. Looks like lets me click a button anyway. But yeah, while we're waiting, maybe some dad joke goodness. First of all, view the EULA. Now, guys, I got to tell you, this is really important. You definitely want to read all of this. As you can see, it's so important. There's only like one sentence. Our end user license agreement has been replaced by our new terms of service and so no longer applies. So so let's leave it here so you still have to click on it. What a great idea. That's literally all it was, just that. Okay. And then you got this one, which of course you got to read this whole thing. I don't know, should we read the whole thing? I feel like that's great entertainment. Everyone thinks the game is the most fun part, but I feel very strongly about the fact that the privacy policy is probably the most exciting part of downloading a new game. So let's go through it. The last update was 26th of April 2023, so they're slacking a little bit. They haven't changed it in some time. Take-Two Interactive Software Inc. and its subsidiaries that make up the Take-Two group of companies, that being Take-Two, we, us, or our, is what? I'm already confused. Is a leading developer, publisher, and marketer of interactive entertainment. This privacy policy explains data practices for the products, services, and websites provided by the Take-Two entities and labels listed here. And then there's a link. Now, just in case someone watching this video actually wants to look at that, I'll just give you a moment to open up your browser. All right, I'm going to assume that was long enough. I'm going to read you the website so that you don't have to look at this screen and then type it in. That's hard to do, you know. Then you got to, like, if you're on Windows, then you got to like snap one screen to one side, one to the other, watch the YouTube video, go to the other screen. I'm not going to make you do that. I'm just going to read it to you. Okay, are you ready? HTTPS, you got it? Yep. // If you're not sure where that button is, just look on your keyboard, you'll find it. Actually, I think it's underneath the backspace button. I don't know, I'm just guessing. I'm not in front of a computer. www, that's right, there's 3 W's in case you've never been on the internet before. Take-Two Games, so T-A-K-E, then the number 2, not the word 2. So TAKE2 games, GAMES.com /, you got to go find that character again, labels, LABELS /, and that's it. Just type all of that in. You probably don't even need that last /, but never take risks with this sort of thing. It's really important you do it properly. And then in brackets it says services. I don't know what that. Well, I guess you're watching the video. You're probably following this better than I am. For all the lawyers that are watching this video, you know, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about, right? This is probably the best thing you've watched all month if you're a lawyer. Please read this privacy policy carefully and keep in mind that our practices and the data we collect may differ depending on how you use the services. The services are also subject to any other terms and policies included in our services. The privacy policy supplements privacy disclosures provided with your software product and from your platform manufacturer. This privacy policy does not apply to personal information collected from job applicants. Please see our job applicant privacy policy available here. Again, so you don't have to try and memorize this and type it into your browser, I'll just give you a moment to open your browser again, like open a new tab. Okay, you got it? All right, and here's the address you need to go to. https://www dot, when I say dot, I hope you know I mean full stop, TAKE2, as in the number 2, not the word 2, TAKE2 games, GAMES.com. This time it's /applicant privacy policy, and then it says to do a / again, but I'm pretty sure most of the time when you write a website, you don't need that final /. Maybe they just put it there because they don't know. I don't know. But maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? These guys are obviously the professionals, not me. They know what they're talking about. I don't. Just take everything I say as hearsay, except for what I'm saying right now, because I'm reading their privacy policy verbatim. And there's a knock at the door. Oh, I think we just had... Oh, a delivery of my butt cream. Great. Thank you. Thank you very much, Love Fart Night. Okay, so next section. Notice at, well, it's still the same section, but you know what I mean. Next paragraph. Notice at collection of personal information, please see the categories of information collected and how we use personal information and our legal grounds sections for an overview of what information we collect and why, and the data rights section for information about how to exercise your privacy rights, including opting out of the sale or sharing of your personal information. Next section, categories of information collected. The type of information we collect depends on how you use the services. Generally, we collect the following information. Now, in case you need to go get a pencil and paper or you want to write this down, I'm just going to fill a bit of air here. Okay, I'm assuming you've come back with your pencil and paper, or maybe you use a quill. I don't know. Maybe if you're writing in blood, just, you know, maybe you need a moment to go get one of the vials of blood that you keep in the back. Obviously, I'm talking to vampires that are watching this. I wouldn't expect a human to be writing in blood. If you are, I would suggest you see someone. Very serious about that. So this is the type of information they collect. Identifiers / contact information. And they give examples: name, username, gamer tag. That's right. So I know them taking your name and username, people usually don't care, but they will take your gamer tag, guys. So yeah, just be careful. Maybe you want to just use a fake gamer tag. Obviously, use your real information because they'll want your postal and email address. They'll want your phone number. Your credit card. Your credit card, all that sort of stuff. I wouldn't worry about that. The main thing is that you make sure you don't let them see your real gamer tag, because who knows? Then they'll ban you, and then you won't be able to play. What is this game again? WWE. Correct. Exactly. So let's see, what's next? Unique IDs, mobile device ID, platform ID, gaming service ID, advertising ID, a lot of IDs, IDFA, Android ID, and IP address. You know what I've never understood, and there's probably an obvious answer to this, but I've never understood, why do we say ID? Because if ID is short for identification, Do you get what I'm saying? It's not two words. It's one word. We just use, but we don't pronounce it id or I'd. We say ID, like as if they're two different letters. Anyway, just a thought. Just a thought.
It's because it's I apostrophe identity.
Oh, right. Is that the original spelling from like the 1650s or something? Is it?
No, it's just how you spell
Anyway, look, we don't want to waste too much time. These guys have come here for one thing and one thing only, the privacy policy. So let's get to the next section. So type of information we collect, protected characteristics, age and gender, commercial information, purchase and usage history and preferences. I don't know why you're laughing. This is serious. Including gameplay information, billing information, payment information, credit. Oh God, he's gone loopy again. Credit, debit card information, and shipping address. Now, I've probably had this long enough on the screen that everyone can read this. I don't know. Do I read the whole thing? Is this? Are we going to do this for the? Am I going to keep going? I don't know how long have we been recording for?
I wanted to take pictures of the fog this morning,
I know,
but I missed my chance, so I guess I could do it tomorrow.
yeah, but when you tell that joke, you're supposed to say, "But I missed my chance," because mist is like fog.
Yeah, but that's not.
That's not what you were.
That's not how
you
I
were
said
going
it.
for the due. I could do it tomorrow. That doesn't really work. That works better if you're American because they don't say due.
Deal.
They say do. Wait, do we say do as well? I don't know. I
Mountain
guess
Dew.
I never say that word, so I don't know. All right, let's just quickly finish the rest of this. Internet. Not that I want to rush through it. Like I said, I
I
realize
made
this
a
is
pencil with two erasers. It was pointless.
I realize this is the most important thing for most people. All right, internet, electronic activity, web/app browsing and gameplay information related to the services, information about your online interaction or interactions with the services. I don't know why it doesn't say with the service or services of on or our advertising. I don't know. Maybe they just include this whole experience as one service, and details about the games and platforms you use, and other information related to installed applications. Device and usage data. Device and usage data. Device type, software and hardware details, language settings, browser type and version, operating system, and information about how users use and interact with the services. Example, content viewed, pages visited, clicks, scrolls. So is this all just about the website then? Because I'm not viewing content when I'm playing this game, am I? And I'm not visiting pages. I'm not clicking or scrolling in this. I mean, unless it's talking about when you're on PC, but I'm not clicking or scrolling on it. I guess I'm scrolling through this technically, but I'm not clicking on anything. I don't have a mouse. I'm playing on a PS5, for God's sake. Profile interferences. Interferences made from your information and web activity to help create a personalized. That's American spelling right there. There should be an S. Like I pay enough money that I believe you should be personalizing this, you know, uh, by using British English, Australian English. You know what I mean? To create a personalized profile so we can identify goods and services that may be of interest. Audio visual information, account photos, images, and avatars, audio information via chat features and functionality, and gameplay recordings and video footage, such as when you participate in play testing. Sensitive information. Precise location information. If you allow the services to collect your location, account credentials, username and password, and contents of communications via chat features and functionality. how we use information and our legal grounds. Obviously not how we, as in Love, Fart Night and I. I'm talking about we as in them. As I said, I'm reading their terms and conditions. So when I say we, I'm saying them. We, them, they use the information we, they, them, collect within Take Two as follows, pursuant to various legal bases. Business purposes. Provide the services and support, fulfill orders and requests, improve the services and our business, their business, develop new products and services, enhance your experience, my experience, on the services. Protect the security for our users, employees, facilities, and services, and develop internal marketing and demographic studies. Just scrolling down a bit. Commercial purposes. Market and advertise our and our business partners' products and services. Send you promotional material and administer promotional activities or events. We also use your information as permitted by law. We use information we collect for our business purposes, including to provide the services, fulfill product orders and other requests, respond to your questions, and communicate with you. Let me just scroll down a bit. Enhance and personalize your experience on the services, including to recognize you, maintain your preferences and settings, connect you with other users, and link to your third-party platform, gaming, and social networking accounts. Provide technical and other support. Review the use and operations of the services, develop new products or services, and conduct is that supposed to say analysis? Does that not say analyzes? Wait. Review the use and operations of the services, develop new products or services, and conduct analyzes to enhance. Now, that doesn't make sense. Shouldn't it be and conduct analysis? Isn't analysis ANALYSIS? Yeah. Unless it says analyses or something weird like that. Yeah, that seems like that's wrong to me. To enhance or improve our software, content, marketing, support, ad services. And the only reason I make a big deal about that, and I think it's important because that's why we're doing this, because it's important, is because that means someone sat there writing this whole thing, which is obviously for most people is going to be boring, and most people aren't going to look at this or read this. Poor them. They're missing out on all the fun. But you went through all that painstaking work to write specific things, and then you use the wrong word in one of your sentences. Like, I can imagine there must have been like hundreds of people, maybe not hundreds, but there must have been a lot of people that went through this document, crossing T's and dotting I's, probably literally, making sure everything's up to scratch, everything, is, and even if there wasn't, surely someone's got like a Grammarly on their computer. Surely one of these lawyers or solicitors or whatever these people use to write all this stuff, surely one of them has got Grammarly or some sort of spell check, grammar check thing on their computers. I mean, this was only made, when did this come out? Well, it's 2K24, so, in the last couple of years, I mean, I understand it was probably released last year, but when it was actually being made, when this was put together, surely that was. Anyway, my point is, it was done in the last 5 years, so I imagine this was written in the last 5 years. Where were we up to? Conduct internal marketing and demographic studies, address issues with the services or other business needs, to protect the security or integrity of the services, users, and our business, such as by protecting against and preventing violation of our terms and policies, including combating fraud, piracy, cheating, tampering, unauthorized transactions, claims and other liabilities, and managing risk exposure. Again, with the American spelling, unauthorized with a Z. Interact on your behalf with the third-party platform, gaming, and social networking accounts you connect with our services, their services. Participate in other processing that we inform me about, us about, when you, me, us, provide our information, or when you consent to such processing, as permitted by law. We use information we collect for commercial purposes, including to, just scrolling, provide you and other users with customized content, again with the American spelling, targeted offers, and advertising on the services via email and text message, or on other sites, mobile applications, or social media on behalf of Take-Two or our business partners. Contact you with information and promotional materials, administer rewards, surveys, sweepstakes, contests, or other promotional activities or events sponsored or managed by us or our business partners, analyze our users in combination with other data to assess our user base and target marketing at other similar groups, legal reasons to process personal data. If you are based in a location that requires us to establish legal grounds, we process your information on the following grounds. Where was I? Oh, yeah. On the following grounds. Establish and perform our contact with you, such as the terms applicable to our services, or to take steps at your request, such as to complete transactions with you and to allow you to play our games online. Compliance with a legal obligation for our or our partners' legitimate interests, such as to improve our products and services, perform analytics to better understand our users, conduct direct marketing when we do not need your consent, otherwise supporting our business, operations, and services, and enforce and prevent violations. Enforce and prevent violations of our terms or policies. Protect your vital interests or those of another person, for example, another player, with your consent, such as when you sign up for direct marketing or you connect your Take-Two account with a third-party service. Sources of information we collect. How we obtain information depends on how you use the services. For example, we collect information you provide to us directly, such as when you set up an account, sign up for marketing, or contact us about the games you play. That happens automatically. The terms and services actually just say about the games you play, and in brackets, automatically. From third-party platforms, such as when you play our games or access our services with third-party accounts, automatically, including through cookies and similar tracking technologies. From third parties, such as advertising networks, business partners, third-party information providers, and other players. Information you provide. You provide us with information when you use the services, such as when you create an account or use the services, subscribe to marketing and communications, comment on our message boards, forums, chat rooms, feeds, sites, or other services, purchase or redeem one of our products or services, including physical items, virtual currency, or add-ons. Download, install, or access demos, programs, or other software. Contact us for support or other purposes. Use our email or share features. Just scrolling down. Participate in events, contests, promotions, surveys, or playtesting. Participate in an activity where you provide your information. Depending on the service or your activity, we collect information such as your name, email address, phone number, photo, mailing address, zip code, payment or purchase information, age, gender, password, platform ID, software products played, survey data, geolocation, and the systems or platforms you play on. We combine this information across devices that you use. Gameplay information. When you use the services, we automatically receive information about your gameplay. Gameplay information includes your platform ID or gaming service ID, game achievements, game scores and performance, IP address, MAC address, or other device IDs, other platform/device information, and other information and statistics regarding your use of the services. We collect gameplay information even if you do not register for the services. We may combine gameplay information with other information you have about you. We also may use internal and third-party anti-cheat technologies to detect and prevent cheating within our services. Platform, gaming, and social networking information. We collect information when you access our service with the third-party platform accounts such as a gaming platform account, gaming network service account, or social networking service account. When you access our services, excuse me, when you access our services in this way, the third-party platforms provide us with the information about you. For example, depending on your use of or activity on the third-party platform, we receive your username, your friends list, or account information necessary to provide the services or a purchased in-game system. The third-party platform may allow you to control what information is provided to us. We are not responsible for the terms, policies, disclosures, or actions of any third-party platforms. Cookies and similar technologies. Oh, this is one of my favorite parts. We may use cookies, web beacons, pixel tags, flash cookies, internet log files, software development kits maybe, but it says software developments kits. I don't know. Developments kits and similar tracking technologies to improve and maintain the functionality of our services, enhance security and fraud prevention, and provide you with targeted advertising. Our system may not respond to do not track requests or headers from some or all browsers. The Manage Your Account Communications and Data section provides additional information about our use of cookies and similar technologies and your ability to manage cookies. You may also use the Cookie Preference tool where available, or visit the cookie policy posted on the service for more information. Information from third parties. We receive information from third parties to update the information that we collect about you. We may receive information from public databases, platform manufacturers, analytics providers. Yeah, that could make sense. Game developers and other business partners, and Take-Two group of companies involved in providing the services to you. That includes demographic information and information about your interests. We may collect publicly available information, including from social media, to protect our users, employees, facilities, and services, and to aid investigations. We also receive information from other individuals who use our services. This may include information about you if you are mentioned in comments on the services or an individual sends us a direct message. When we share information, as detailed below, we share your information with vendors that perform support and other services for us, Take-Two group members, advertising service providers and partners, other third parties, example for collaborative offerings, legal and safety purposes, in connection with the sale or transfer of a business or asset, and other purposes with your permission. Other users, such as when you participate in open communities or events or information published on leaderboards. In the last 12 months, Take-Two has sold and or shared unique identifiers, IP address, as well as internet electronic activity and profile into in inferences with third-party advertising providers to enable us to provide personalized advertising to you and others like you. We do not sell, so it's probably like, we do not sell or share personal information about persons that we know are under the age of 16 without their, or depending on age, their parents' consent. Vendors. We use vendors. We use vendors to perform services on our behalf. These vendors provide business, professional, or technical support to us, help us operate our business and services, or administer activities in connection with our business and the services. Advertising. We use Take-Two and third-party advertising to support our services, such as AdWords, ad networks, data exchanges, traffic management and service providers, social networks, and marketing analytics service providers. These providers use cookies and similar tracking technologies. See cookies and technologies above, to collect information about your device and your service use. This information, along with information that we share with them, enables us or our providers to recognize you or your device and to serve ads to you or your device, excuse me, and measure the effectiveness of those ads. This includes identifiers, contact information, internet, electronic activity, device and usage data, and profile inferences. We and sometimes our providers collect or share this information when you use our services, click on a site or an ad, or launch one of our games or other mobile applications. This information, one, allows us to accurately and properly pay for ads placed on your behalf. Example, an ad that led you to a purchase or download one of our games and get paid when you see an ad on our services. Two, helps prevent you from repeatedly seeing the same ads. Three, helps select and display targeted ads or other content on your device, such as on a site or social networking services you are visiting or a mobile application you are using. That may be of particular interest to you. I don't know why I read it like that. But that's technically the right wording. That was just an unusual inflection on my part. Helps with measuring and analyzing the effectiveness of our ads, popularity of content, and traffic on our services. And 5, helps us to provide our services. Sorry, Love Fart Night just asked me if I'm still going. Well, of course I am. You think people come to watch your videos for me to skip the most important thing? I'm doing this till I finish it. I'm probably about 3/4 of the way, I hope. I mean, I say I hope, but let's be honest. How fun is this? I'm kind of lost a bit. I think I just read that. And 5, help us improve our services. You can learn more about managing how we and our providers use your information in the Manage Your Account, Communications and Data section. And as applicable for the service, by using our cookie preference tool where available or visiting the cookie policy posted on the service. Third parties. We share your information with third parties as described in this privacy policy, including as follows. Collaborative relationships, when we offer services or promotions in collaboration with a third party who will receive your information for its own use. We will inform you of that at the time of collection, and you may choose whether to participate in the offering. Legal and safety. We may share your information to protect the security of our services, servers, network systems, databases, users, and business in connection with an investigation of fraud, intellectual property infringements, interference with our rights, property or users, or other activity that is illegal or may expose you or us to legal liability, including as required or requested by law enforcement or other government officials. We also may share your information with third parties when we have reason to believe that a disclosure is necessary to address potential or actual injury or interference with our rights, property, operations, users, or others who may be harmed or may suffer loss or damage, or when we believe that it is necessary to protect our rights, investigate or enforce our policies, terms, combat fraud, or comply with a judicial proceeding, court order, or legal process necessary to investigate or enforce our policies, terms, or other legal documents or contract related to the services or rights of a third party. Now, before I continue, sorry, I just need to quickly check. No, yeah, we're still recording. We're still good. What if I click this? Oh, yeah, we're still good. Let's continue. Now, I know everyone's probably like really excited to get to that. Those last few paragraphs are like really juicy, but stick with me. We're nearly there. Sale or transfer of business or assets. We may sell or purchase assets during the normal course of our business. We may disclose information about you and transfer that information to another entity as part of a potential or actual acquisition or merger of Take-Two or any of our assets. If we bring or are defending a reorganization, bankruptcy, or similar event, such information may be considered our asset and sold or transferred to third parties. As disclosed to you, we may share your information as disclosed to you at the time of collection. Other users. If you participate in open communities such as online gaming sessions and social networking services, we automatically post certain information such as your username or ID and gameplay statistics within the game on social networking services, on our services, or on specialized game sites. If you participate in tournaments or other online game events, we must publicly post your information. We publish gameplay boards and multiplayer match records that contain information based on your use of the services, such as your username or ID, when they are essential components of the services that we offer you and others. Like other gameplay statistics services, your game activity, leaderboards, and multiplayer match information may appear nested in the services or third-party web pages. Some third-party services also let you post information about your game activity to their sites to share with others. If you use these features, those third-party services, privacy policies, and terms govern your actions on those sites and the information that those services collect. We combine information collected through various services and display it publicly, including on our services, in our games, or in multiplayer game lobbies. For example, if you link your game platform account with us, we may display your in-game achievements along with your account name. Public postings. If you share personal information, post an image or video, or provide other content in public forums, such as on a message board, a chat room, comment field, or profile page, other people can view, collect, and use that information. If your username or ID contains your name will be publicly available on leaderboards and elsewhere as described in this privacy policy. Users of such public forums may be able to identify you, use the information to send you messages, or copy any of the images, video, or content you have shared. There is no expectation of privacy or confidentiality on any of these public forums. Please do not share your personal information in public forums or in your username or your ID. You are responsible for any information or content you publicly post using our services. Thanks a lot, Take-Two. That's really useful information. I'm glad that they, it sounds like they really care about their customers. Data rights. Depending on your location, we may have certain rights over your personal information, including the right to request access to or a copy of your personal information, request deletion of your personal information, request correction or modification of your personal information. Be informed about the personal information we collect and or process about you, the sources of personal information, and the third parties with whom information was shared or sold and for what purposes. Withdraw consent if processing is based on consent. Opt out of the sale or sharing of your personal information, including targeted advertising. Opt in out of financial incentives. Limit the use and disclosure of your sensitive personal information. Just scrolling down, you can make a data rights request in relation to your personal information here. HTTPS, yeah, I said that, colon, // www.take2games.com /data request. That's data hyphen request. Excuse me, we will respond to your data requests within a month. We may take steps to verify your identity before we can respond to your request. To the extent these rights apply to you, they may be limited in some situations. For example, when we are under a legal requirement or have a compelling interest for processing your personal information, or when the personal information is protected by trade secret. Ooh, that's the juicy bit. If you have unresolved concerns, where applicable, you may also have the right to complain to a privacy authority. A list of privacy authorities is available here. https:// globalprivacyassembly.org/participation in the assembly /list of accredited members /. Oh, I don't know why I'm laughing because this is serious business. Alternatively, if you wish to make a data request or appeal a data request decision, please contact Take-Two using the details provided in the Contact Us section. To opt out, please click on the Do Not Sell or Share My Personal Information on Your Site footer, and available here, https:// www.take2games.com/CCPA, and that's take two as in the number, not the word, games, and follow the instructions on that page. To opt out of online personalized advertising more broadly, please see the opt-out options identified in the Manage Your Account, Communications and Data section. We will not discriminate against you for exercising any of these rights. You may authorize someone to make a privacy rights request on your behalf, an authorized agent. Authorized agents will need to demonstrate that you've authorized them to act on your behalf, or must demonstrate they have power of attorney pursuant to applicable probate law. We retain the right to request confirmation directly from you, confirming that the agent is authorized to make such a request, or to request additional information to confirm the agent's identity. Manage your account, communications, and data. We provide several options for you to manage your service account, communications you receive from us, and how we use your information. These include, through the settings in your service account, email, unsubscribe and deletion tools, and opting out of interest-based ads. More information about how to manage your label-specific account and communications is available here. https:// www.take2games.com /data-request. Service accounts. You can manage how we use your personal information and the communications that you receive from us through the account, communications, and privacy settings in your services account. Email unsubscribe. You can unsubscribe from just scrolling down. You can unsubscribe from marketing emails from Take-Two or a specific label or division by using the unsubscribe link provided in the email. Internet-based ads. On your mobile device, you may adjust your privacy and advertising settings to control whether you want to receive advertising based on your interests. To opt out from the use of your online activities for internet-based activities by participating providers, please visit the Network Advertising Initiative at http://www.networkadvertising.org/managing/opt.asp. And then in brackets, it says https colon forward slash www.networkadvertising.org/managing/opt_out.asp. Is that not exactly the same thing I just read? Was there a difference there? Oh, the first one was HTTP. That one is HTTPS. Ooh, wow. Options. Or the Digital Advertising Alliance at http colon //www.aboutads.info/ for visitors from the UK, EU, EEA, or Switzerland. What about from people not from there? Visit your online choices at http colon / www.youronlinechoices.eu/ data retention. Oh, I love this part. We'll keep your information for as long as necessary to provide you with the services, fulfill our legal obligations, and/or exercise, defend, or establish our rights. We retain your information while your account is active as needed to provide you services or to administer our services. If you wish to delete your account or request that we no longer use your personal information to provide services to you, contact us as identified in the Manage Your Account, Communications and Data section. If your account is inactive, we will maintain your account for the length of time for which we reasonably expect you to re-engage with our services. After such period, we will delete personal information, including your email address and login credentials, and you may no longer be able to access your account. We may still retain some of your personal information in our file for a reasonable period of time to resolve disputes, enforce our terms and policies, administer our services, comply with technical and legal requirements, and or other constraints related to the security, integrity, and operation of our services, after which we will take steps to delete or archive your personal information. Children's privacy. I don't know why I said it like that. That sounded creepy. Generally, we direct our services to a general audience, and we do not knowingly collect personal information from children under 13 years old or older, if applicable law provides for different protections. We may direct certain services to an audience of all ages, including children. For these services, we may restrict the collection of personal information on the services from anyone, apply an age gate allowing children to use the services while restricting the collection of personal information on the services from children, or get a parent's permission to collect personal information from children. If we become aware that a child has provided personal information without a parent's permission, we will promptly delete this information. We encourage parents to instruct their children to never give out their real names, addresses, or phone numbers without permission when using the internet. Just scrolling down. Data security. We follow generally accepted industry standards and maintain appropriate safeguards to help protect the security, integrity, and privacy of the information we collect about you. These security measures are designed to protect against the accidental or unlawful destruction, loss, misuse, alteration, and unauthorized disclosure of or access to the information under our control. However, no system can be 100% secure, and we cannot guarantee our security measures. International transfers. We and our vendors and partners may process, transfer, and store information about you in connection with the services in the United States and other countries that may not have privacy laws equivalent to the country where you reside. We take steps to apply appropriate safeguards when we transfer that information. When your information is in another country, it may be accessed by the courts, law enforcement, and national security authorities pursuant to the law of that country. If you reside in the UK, EU, EEA, or Switzerland, we rely on standard contractual clauses and or other approved legal mechanisms to transfer the personal information from the UK, EU, EEA, or Switzerland to countries located outside of these locations as applicable. To request a copy of such standard contractual clauses, if applicable, please make a data request as provided under the Data Rights or Contact Us section. Other Take-Two terms, third-party terms, and links to other sites. Use of our services and products may be subject to other terms and disclosures provided by us, platform manufacturers, and other partners, including is that just supposed to be like the Roman numeral? No, it's like a lowercase I. Anyway, the terms that accompanied your purchases. Terms applicable to online services. I. Other terms and disclosures made available to you by us or third parties. We are not responsible for practices on third-party sites that may be linked to the services. In-game transactions and reseller/store. The third-party platform you use to access the services or the online reseller governs in-game transactions. We may process Take-Two online store transactions directly or through our official online resellers. These transactions are subject to both Take-Two's and the third-party platform or online store's privacy policy and terms as applicable. Please review the third party's terms and privacy policy for more details on their policies. Third-party services. If you connect to us through the third-party services such as platform, mobile device, gaming, and social networking accounts, that third party's terms and privacy policy govern your use of that service. We are not responsible for third-party services. Third-party sites. Our services may direct you to third-party sites. If we link to another site, it is not an endorsement, authorization, or representation of our affiliation with that third party. Please review the privacy policy of the other site before you submit any of your personal information to that site. Contact us. If you have any questions about this privacy policy, please use https://www.take2games.com/data-request to contact our data protection officer. And just in case you're writing it again, Take-Two Games, the 2 is the number 2, not the word 2. So it's TAKE2 GAMES. You may also contact us or our data protection officer by mail at the address below. Please identify your location in your message. You may also have the right to complain to a privacy authority. You may also contact us by email at privacypolicy@take2. Where's that start? The email, at privacy. Okay, so the email is privacypolicy@take2games.com, or the email might be at privacypolicy@take2games.com. And then in brackets, it's got // privacy policy at take2games.com. Non-European countries. So here are the addresses in case you need to contact them. Take-Two Interactive Software included, 110W, I'm guessing that means West, 44th Street, New York, NY, New York City, I guess, 10036 USA, and you attention that to Privacy Policy Administrator. UK, EU, EEA, or Switzerland, European countries in brackets it says. This is where you guys send it to. Take-Two Interactive Software Europe Limited, Take-Two House, 30 Cleveland Street, London, W1T. I'm guessing, I don't know what that means. I'm not even going to guess. Sorry, let me say that again. 30 Cleveland Street, London, W1T 4JD, UK. And then you attention that to Privacy Policy Administrator. And I think we're pretty much right at the end here. So for purposes of privacy laws, the data controller of your personal information is Take-Two Interactive, software included. And for users in the UK, EU, EEA, or Switzerland, Take-Two Interactive Software Europe Limited. Depending on the services, our labels and divisions may be considered data controllers, either together with Take-Two Interactive or by themselves. Data controller and representative information and contact details are listed here. https www.take2games.com/labels/ references in this privacy policy to Take-Two should be interpreted as references to the applicable Take-Two entity identified as the controller of personal information for the particular services you are using. And the last section, changes to privacy policy. We reserve the right to make changes to this privacy policy. Please check back from time to time to review these changes. If we change this privacy policy in a material way, we will provide appropriate notice to you and, as appropriate, provide additional choices regarding such change. As permitted by applicable law, your continued use of the services means that you accept these changes. Okay, so we've gotten to the end of it. There is still these terms and services. I'm guessing this is like maybe this is a separate one. Yeah, this is okay. This is a little bit different. We might need to read through this one as well. You will not need to. Yeah, this one looks like it's a bit more technical. So we might need to, I may need to get a second job so I can make enough money so I can hire someone to interpret these terms of service for me. Because I'm just stopping every now and then just to see, is this something I recognize or not? Oh, there's this whole section about termination. Yeah, so we'll definitely, it's taken a while to scroll down on this one. I don't know why they don't make the scroll a bit faster on this. Let's see, what's the whole last section? The last section is, again, like where to attention certain things, like where to send them stuff. All right. Do I agree to these terms? To be honest, after reading on that, I'm not really a fan of it. I'll see. I might come back and read the rest. But yeah, I just wasn't a fan. I just felt like, like a whole hour just to read that, I'm kind of put off by the game. Hey, look, I'm just trying to do the right thing here. Anyway, so I'm going to say no on this occasion. What's it say? Online features are not available for play until I accept. Okay, that's cool. That's fine. All right. What do I do now? All right. This game looks like it might be fun. Whoever does decide to play it, have fun. See you later.